Greetings everyone, Plant Hag here. Hope you're staying safe and well. Today I wanted to talk about the proper way to propagate your plants. I get a lot of questions on how do I propagate my plants? What is a node? Where do I cut it? Should I just stick it in dirt? Do I stick it in water? So today I thought maybe I would do a video on how I go ahead and propagate my plants. So with that being said, let's get started. The first plant that I have, first up, is my Jade Tree. Now I've started this Jade Tree from another Jade Tree, but I thought that he would be good today to show you because he is got a nice little start right here. So I thought today I would show you how to start a jade. Now a lot of people have success with just taking a leaf and poking it down into the dirt. I do sometimes leave my leaves down in the dirt. If I lose one and it falls in there, then I go ahead and leave it. Sometimes it sprouts for me, sometimes it doesn't. But this way I do get success. So the first question is, what is a node? A node is where the leaves connect to the stem of the plant. If you can tell, there's a node. Right there's a good node. In fact, right there, I think, is where I'm going to cut it. If you can see on the other side where this node is, I have another nice little start coming out. So that's where I'm going to start this plant today. Actually, you know what? I think I'm going to start it. Yeah, I'm going to start it right about there. And all I do is I just cut it right underneath that node. See that? Easy as pie. Now, like I said, some people have great success with just taking this and just putting it back into the dirt. But today I wanted to show you how I do it. And first I'm going to take these leaves and I'm going to trim them off. And those leaves I am going to stick back in my dirt. And when I say stick back in my dirt, I'm going to put it leaf down or leaf end down. And I'm just going to stick her in there. Just like that. See? Just like that. And then you do a little voodoo magic and hope it grows. All right. So there's my little jade start. And I'm going to feel really bad, but I'm going to trim that off. Because the less things you have in water, the less you have to rot. So that's got to go. And then I would put him in a little jelly glass. And I would fill him up with some water. Now notice that I don't fill it all the way up to the top of the rim. I don't want all that stem in water because that's just going to rot. You basically just want the end node there to sit in water. And there you go. I have the prospects of a whole nother plant right there. Okay. Next one up is my spider plant. And since my spider plant was too big to move in here for this video, what I did was I just went ahead and trimmed the baby. See how it's hanging down like that? All you do is just trim off the stem that holds the baby at the end. See there? And for her, I'm going to trim her so that I leave a little stem on her so that when I go to put her in my glass, I can lift her up a little bit. Okay? Now, when she's in this glass, I'm not going to fill this all up with water again because those leaves are going to rot. But I am just going to cover the very bottom of that plant with some water. Just like that. See? Now I have a whole nother plant. But I'm on a new journey. And today I'm going to start her in what I call leca. And leca is these little clay balls that you can get on Amazon. I grow some of my orchids in leca, and I've just started growing some of my houseplants in leca. Now, with that being said, a lot of people do grow their houseplants in nothing but these clay balls. And I have tried to transfer a couple of my houseplants over from dirt to leca, but they just didn't do well. And I had read somewhere that if you start the plant in leca from the very beginning, you'll have more success. So today I'm going to be starting all my plants in leca. But if you want to do the water, again, only make sure that the bottom half of your plant is in water so that the leaves don't rot, if that makes sense to you. But like I said, today we're going to plant her in leca. And here I have just a regular salsa glass or jar. And I'm going to put my leca in. Now my leca has been soaking, so it's damp already. I'm going to put her in there. And then I'm going to fill her up the rest of the way with my leca. Just like that. I'm going to pound it down in there. And then I'm going to add some water to her. And there you go. I have a whole nother plant. What's nice about the leca in the jar is I can actually see the roots too. It's light enough that the roots are still getting lots of air to it. And here is a spider plant that I've had in leca for about a month. And you can see I have lots of root action there. So I really like the leca. So today, like I said, I'm going to be doing all my starts in leca, but I just kind of wanted to show you where to cut a plant. All right, the next up is my prayer plant. Now, this prayer plant I know is looking really sad, and I think after this video, I am going to take her out of the dirt, and I want to see what's going on with her roots. But today, I thought she would be a good candidate to show you where you would cut a prayer plant to get a nice start. So if you can see, there you go. This prayer plant has lots of nodes. Lift her up there. There you go. I can get her in there so that you can see her. There you go. There's a node right there. That would be a node right down there where the leaves are connecting. See how she's got a V there? That's a node. So that's where I would cut my prayer plant. Right there where those nodes are. Usually a leaf will be coming out of there. So I've already made a start from her. You can tell at the end there, she's had 2 leaves coming out that I have trimmed off because I don't want all those leaves in my water. Again, today she's going into leca. So I have a mason jar. I just fill it up. I throw her in there. The rest of the way up with some leca. Like I said, you can get this leca on Amazon. I don't have any particular brand that I'm faithful to, but there she is. Now I have a whole nother prayer plant. I have found that the prayer plants do well in watercolor or in the leca. I grow a lot of my orchids in leca. most of them are in water culture, but but what aren't in water culture, I do leca. Okay, so the next one up is my Katonah. And I've cut her before, and I've cut her, you can see I have new little leaves coming out, which is exciting. And again, I cut her right where the nodes are. So this is a node, this is a node, that's a node. You see where I've cut her? Right there. I've trimmed off her leaves, so now she's a nice, good start. Again, I'm going to grow her in leca. And I have a nice little mason jar for that. So fill the mason jar up with leca. Make sure she's standing up. And there you go. I have a whole nother little plant. Put some water in her. Ta-da! Next up is my my Angelwing Begonia. And I have taken several starts off her. And as you can see again, where I've taken the starts, I got new leaves coming out. So today, she's getting another trim job. And she's going to be awesome to show you where nodes are. Okay. There's a node. There's a node. There's a node. As you can tell, she's growing into a V. So today, for this video, I'm going to cut her right there. I don't know if you can see, I'm going to cut right there. Oh, see that? I just cut that leaf off. Oh well, it was a weak leaf anyways. Alright, there we have it. Look at that. I'm going to have a whole another start. A whole nother begonia. Beautiful. I'm going to trim these bottom leaves off. Now this begonia, I've actually already have some starts growing in leca. And they've done really well. So with this one, again, I'm just going to push her right down in there. Maybe. Okay. I'm going to have to take the whole plant, which is all right. Okay, all those roots. And we'll just add that one to it. Ta-da! There you go. I have a whole nother Angelwing Begonia growing. Here's another begonia. And right here are nodes. That's a node. There's a node. There's a node. Now I've already cut my starts off my begonia. What did I do with them? And I put her in Lika. And there she is. Now where I cut her, I'll get new leaves. That's how you make your plant fuller. See how she's getting all full right there? That's where I've cut her before. The next plant that I have is my peperoma. And she's a nice viney plant. I wanted to show you where I'm going to cut her. You see where the leaves are coming out? That's a node. There's some leaves. That's a node. So anywhere where you see leaves coming out, that's a node. So I'm just going to cut her right there. And there's a place right there, because I want her to get a little fuller. So I'm going to cut her again where the leaves are coming out. And there you have your starts. Again, I would trim these bottom leaves off, and then I would throw her in my Lika. She's going to basically probably look like this. Here's a philodendron that I've taken starts off. She's been growing in Lika for a couple weeks. She looks very happy. Okay, last but not least is my Chinese evergreen. I will take her out. Just to kind of show you where you would cut something like this. She looks a little different. She's basically, you would cut her along the same lines as you would the prayer plant. For this one in particular, I think I'm going to take this start right here. And right there are my nodes. See if I can get that down far enough for you to see it. There you go, right there. But in this particular plant, I'm going to cut that node right there where that node comes out. Because I think that's going to make an awesome start. See there? She's going to be a beautiful start. Now that I've got her cut, I can actually show you a little closer where some of my other options to cut her would have been. Right there. Right there. Possibly right there. Again, I'm going to throw her in a jar with some Lika. And we'll see how she does. So, that's all I have for you today. I hope you've enjoyed this video. And again, happy growing. If you have any questions, feel free to email me. Thanks and have a great day.